What up, 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 what up? It's your boy Unkasa. If you looking at me right now, you tuning in, you hear me right now, you tuning into another episode of Unkasa True Hip Hop Stories. I'm gonna make this episode 8 because I had to take the original episode 8 down due to some of my content people that's near to me and I have a lot of respect for took offense to some of my content. So out of respect, I took a few episodes down, but I will make up with more exclusive content for all the content that was taken down. So I would like to apologize to anybody that took offense to any of my content. Shout out to Shice Bob, shout out to Aguilar, you my boy, shout out to Hanif, shout out to Nero. Is no way intended this platform of mine to be malicious or to insult people. So before I get into this next episode, I just want to say I apologize. Now, um, back to regular scheduled programming. And it's Skull Gang for life, Neef. Always. You're a loyal nigga. You always been since day one. And you know where my heart is at. So we ain't even got to do that back and forth. You know where my soul and my heart is at for you. Love, Skull Gang for life. Like I said, back to regular scheduled programming. Now, today's episode will be called The Last Conversation with Stack Bundle and CHINX DRUGZ. Rest in peace, man. About 02, 03, I met Stacks. He was running around, I believe, with Clue, Desert Storm. Everybody was telling me about Stacks. I finally heard him, and he was everything that niggas was telling me. Nigga was remarkable. Raekwon, Stack Bundles, Elliott was remarkable. A remarkable artist, a remarkable spitter, a remarkable person. We got acquainted. I think I went to a couple of Desert Storm studio sessions. Shout out to Skane Dollar and Duro and Clue and Fab and the Teamsters at the time and Joe Button. Shout out to everybody that was down with Desert Storm. So I witnessed Stack record some of that classic shit y'all niggas love. Even when he got with Jim, I peeped that shit with my own eyes. Stacks is different. If you know Stacks and you love Stacks and you ever been around Stacks, you know Stacks get in the zone and start shaking his head in the corner. He'll go in the corner and just be talking, start mumbling to himself and going there. Yo, I got it, G's, and going there. He was a remarkable artist. I used to bump into Stacks all the time in Harlem. Stacks used to always be in Harlem. So even before he got with Jim, he was in Harlem. Him and his peoples used to come up here and get the haze and shit. He used to always say, yo, G's, yo, these niggas good right here, G's. You know these niggas, G's. I'm spending my money with these niggas, G's. I don't need all that. You know what I'm so, you know how I get down, G's. I'm like, yo, you good, Stacks. And then we used to always chop it up because we had a mutual acquaintance, which was Lupe Fiasco. Stack spent time out there with First and 15 too with Lou. So they used to always tell me about Stacks, and Stacks used to say they used to tell him about me. When I moved to Chicago, the room that I slept in was actually Stacks' room. Stacks came back from Chicago, and I moved to Chicago. Ain't that crazy? And we wound up both being down with the set. So and First and 15. So that's like we was meant to meet each other. So Stacks came to the studio one night to come meet Shice. I didn't even know Stacks was coming. I went to the bathroom. When I came out, Stacks was sitting in the chair. Gave me a hug. What up, G's? I'm like, yo, Stacks was good, dog. You just come fuck with. I'm about to get on one of these records Shice got. So I'm like, word? Shice like, yeah. He about to get on this joint. So, no lie. That nigga went in there in like 7 to 10 minutes, finished this whole verse, ad-libs, all that shit. We went crazy in the studio. I don't think Shiggity ever put the song out. He still probably got it in his hard drive somewhere. But Stacks did a song with us. After he did the song, we sat in the studio. Shout out to Dan the Man and Giammi. We was in the Pro Town Studios. So we sitting there. It's about 2, 3 in the morning. And, you know, Stacks just, you know, just basically telling us, yo, G's, I be in the street, G's. You know, I still got to get it from the dirt, G's. And Chase was like, yo, you know, I respect that shit. He was like, yo, I think he was telling us he had a little situation out there. He was like, I be in it, G's. I'm active, G's. Niggas tried to, I think he was telling us about when he somebody was fucked up the Porsche or some shit. I don't want to get too into it, but he was just telling me niggas, you know, fucked up the car or whatever. And we was basically telling him, just hold your head and shit. And he was like, yo, G's, I be telling Jim, man, I gotta get out the hood. I be in the projects every day. I be in Redfern, the Edge, man. I be everywhere. I got niggas from all over Far Rock. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing out there. No movie theaters, no nothing. We ain't got shit out there. I'm like, word? He was like, nah, that shit is one way in, one way out, man. All it is bodies, be gunplay. So I'm like, yo, damn. So, we chopped it up some more. We embraced each other, and we left. And I probably ran into Stacks probably once or twice after that. One night, it was a summer night, June, maybe 11th, 10th, 11th, something like that. And it's like almost 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, some shit like that. I know the sun coming up, and I get a call from Chase. He calls the house phone at the time. Now, you know, this is different times, because I probably had a chirp or something, but it might have been dead, but he called the house phone. So I grabbed the callers, I pick up, I'm like, what up? Who this? He was like, yo, Shiggity, what up? I'm like, what up, bro? I said, what the fuck you doing up? He said, shh, man, oh man. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? I said, you good? He said, shh. He said, when it rains, it pours. And so I'm like, what you talking about, bro? You good? He was like, what you doing right now? I said, I just finished watching my shit In Too Deep. He said, oh yeah, the LL shit. I was like, yeah. So he was like, I said, I'm about to roll this last blunt, smoke, and go to sleep. So he was like, tell me when you light up and start smoking. He was like, you're going to have to sit down for this one. So I'm like, Shice always called me with, like, info was, like, putting me on to to shit, always dropping games. So I'm just thinking he about to drop jewels or tell me about some shit that he want me to look out for or stay away from or some shit. He like, Shice always been a big brother role in me, so he always been informative to me. So I'm like, yo, what up? He said, sit down for this one. So I sit down. He said, you sit down? He said, yeah. He said, you got your blunt lit? I said, yeah. I held like I'm doing now. And he said, you ready for this? I said, yeah, bro. What happened? He said, man, niggas killed Stacks tonight, B. So I'm quiet for a minute. And then I just start crying because nigga was just with him. Nigga know his struggle, know that he was doing everything for his sisters and shit and his family and for Bino and the riot. And it fucked me up. So I'm like, you serious? He was like, yeah, man. All I know is he left the club, and when he got to his hood, got to his PJs, you know, niggas ambushed him. So I'm like, yo, damn, B. Damn. I said, I forgot how he found out, but I was just fucked up. I was like, yo, damn. I'm just thinking about that smiling, yo, jeez, and I squad up, and I'm like, my man didn't even get the blossom yet. And I was just thinking about the last conversation we had and shit, and how he was like, he wanted to get out the hood and, you know, go hard with this music. Cause Stacks could record himself. Stacks had to call his keyboard and be in the motherfucking booth by himself recording. It's mad time. Shout out to Bundy Crumb and them. Bundy Crumb and my nigga Ruth Spitz when they at the Fire and Ice. Excuse me, the Fire and Ice studio. And Stacks used to be out there, and it just fucked me up. It's like, yo, damn. So I don't even think I went to sleep. I got a call like 8 in the morning from Jay Mills. Shout out to Jay Mills. Jay Mills called me crying. Like, yo, you heard what happened to Bundles? I'm like, word, B, that shit fucked up. He's like, what you doing right now? Get some bud, come to the crib. So I go to Jay Mills' crib, and Mills got a picture of him and Bundles in the club. When they got on the Pelés and shit, they got the picture together, and he got us sitting by a white candle lit. He was like, the G's. I'm like, word, the G's, B. And like I said, I think that was like the 11th of June. Why? The day of my birthday, June 18th, I believe 2007, was Stack Bundles' funeral. My birthday was on Stack Bundles' funeral. I think it was my 27th birthday, to be exact. And or 28. And I'm back at Mills' house again. That whole week we was just mourning Stacks, playing all this shit. So we there. I go to Mills' house. Mills is me, Mills, Vado, and I forgot whoever else was with it. I think they probably left. And this is when Mills had the little gray Impala. And we was driving out to Stack's funeral, and Vado drove, and he had told Mills, I know exactly where that shit is at, and I got some broad. I think this bitch I fuck with out there. I know where that's at, so Mills let him drive. Vado ain't know where he was going. Got us lost and caught up in traffic. We never made it to Stack Bundles' funeral. Yo, tears was rolling down me and Mills' face. He was so furious at Vado. And we just wound up driving back to Harlem, getting some weed, going to Jimbo's, going back to his crib, and just was like, yo, niggas was just like pissed looking at MTV. They talking about Stacks, and we like, damn, geez, you ain't even get the blossom yet. Rest in peace, Stack Bundles. You my nigga, I love you, boy. Squad up. Now, the last time I spoke to CHINX, one of the last time I spoke to CHINX, I seen CHINX. He came and did a walkthrough upstate in Middletown at this strip club called Silhouettes. And niggas, a couple of niggas I was with ain't know I even know CHINX, and CHINX had everything popping. Trap house, crack house. What's that joint? My track house. He had that shit smashing. He had that fuck about your feelings, all that shit. But I think Solo S was after. I think Solo S was the last time I seen CHINX. But the last conversation I had with CHINX was at a Super Bowl party, and he was with my nigga Bino. But when he came to the strip club, he came and embraced me, gave me a hug, real tight. It's like, I love you, Cos. What up? You good? You good? You straight? I was like, yo, I'm straight. I'm in with my niggas. I'm right here. I'm gonna be here for a minute. So we was in the same VIP for a little minute and shit. When he was time for him to leave, he made sure he stopped what he was doing, came in, embraced me, and he left. The next time I seen him, he was at the Super Bowl party, I think at stage 48. Bino was with him. He had on a gray sweatshirt. I had on a black sweatshirt with a skelly, and Bino had like a blue shirt on, I believe, with a hat. And we took a picture together. We all took a picture together. And you could tell in the picture, CHINX wasn't smiling or nothing. He just like had a stare in his face. We all had like a stare in our eye, but it was like I seen something in CHINX's face. I'm gonna post that picture too on my Instagram. Follow me on my Instagram. I am Unkasa. I am Unkasa. IAMUNKASA. Follow my gram. So we in the club and shit. As soon as he come in the club, I think the game is over. The Seahawks done won. And me and CHINX over in the corner, him and Bino, they over like in the far corner in the rain. I go chop it up with my niggas. We chopping it up, laughing them, cause I know CHINX through my nigga Bugsy, and the team. He used to come fuck with my niggas on 49th and St. Nick all the time. Excuse my language. 49th and St. Nick all the time with the 49er. Shout out to my dudes up there. So he was just like, we talking, and he was like, yo, bro, this game is so phony, bro. He said, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating or nothing, and I appreciate everything I got, but it was like, yo, in certain places I go, they treat me different than what they treat French. I said to CHINX, I said, you feeding your family? He said, hell yeah. I said, you looking good out here, bro. You got this joint with the F about your feelings with French. You lit, you back. You after French on the Cowboys, it's you next. Just worry about staying focused. Just stay focused and don't worry about none of that hate and phony stuff that's going on in the industry. French is French. He gonna do him. Don't get caught up in those politics of the game. You know what it is. You know what type of dudes we is. You know what we cut from. We cut from a whole different cloth than the average rapper. So don't lose sight of that. Don't lose focus of that. Keep your soul. Stay focused, and just take care of your family. You got a beautiful family. You know what I'm saying? You married. Stay focused, dude. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I appreciate that. I needed that. That's real nigga ish right there. I'm like, yo, come on. I knew we knew each other way before this fame, way before when we was both dirty niggas. Both dirty, grimy, baggy jeans, boots, big ass levers. We been Chinks my nigga, Stacks my dude. Bino, he know. And that's the last time I seen them after that convo. We out of town. I'm on the road with Jewels. Jewels got some spot dates. I believe we in North Carolina. We just finished tearing down the show. And we smoking and joking, and we get to the hotel, and me, shout out my OG Black Adon, shout out Free Flea Guard, and we us three went to the diner. I went to the diner with them. So we sitting down in the diner eating, and Flea Guard showed me and Black Adon his phone, be like, yo, whoever car that is, God bless them. Look at this joint. I was like, somebody got hit up in the panorama? I'm looking at the phone like, damn, they hit somebody up in the Porsche. Wow, that's crazy. They tore that car up like that. God bless who's ever in that car, man. And we both crossed our hearts and it was like, wow, because we was looking at like the shattered glass and the holes in the door and stuff. So it's like, yo, God bless, cause we hope whoever that is survived, cause that scene looks very spooky and scary. It gave me goosebumps. Soon as we get back into another conversation, mind you, it was no caption on the Instagram picture we seen. It was just like shake my head with the crying faces. It didn't say nothing but that. We put the phone down. We start back eating, joking, whatever. Asking each other, do we got backwoods, whatever, because we about to go to the room. Jewels calls my phone. Like, yo, bro, they killed CHINX. I said, yo, they killed CHINX. What you told? What CHINX? He said, CHINX, nigga. DRUGZ. I said, man, get that F out of here, man. Come on, man, don't do this. So they seeing the reaction of my face on my phone, so Black Dawn, what up? I said, yo, he said, where y'all at? L said, where y'all at? I said, we at the diner. He said, yo, when y'all leave the diner, make sure y'all come back to the hotel, right back. I said, all right, bet. I said, that was else. He said, when we leave, get back. And he said, bring us some food or whatever. So I said, yo, guess what Bloody just told me? He said, what? I said, yo, they killed CHINX in his car in Queens. That picture we seen, that was CHINX's car. Everybody mouth dropped. Somebody that was sitting next to us on the other side of the diner was like, they killed CHINX DRUGZ. Shout out to CHINX Santana. Somebody killed CHINX DRUGZ. No, they can't do that. Not both of the Far Rock Kings. Not both of the Far Rock Kings. And we just cried. Now, I'm thinking to myself, like, this can't be real. The day comes for CHINX's funeral. I go out there. He got like a grayish blazer. Looked at leather. I think it was a leather like suit jacket. That's all I really seen, because I couldn't even look at my bro like that. I said a prayer and just went in the back and sat down with Slow, Vado, I think Bucks was there, Jewels. We was all in the back sitting in the same row. And that was a sad day, man. Shout out to the whole Riot Squad, the whole Far Rock, Red Firm, Edgeman, everything out there. Shout out to the Rhino, shout out to Flip, Queens Flip, shout out to the whole Far Rock, man. I love y'all. This episode was for y'all. I had to tell my encounters with two greats. I love them boys, them kids. It was remarkable. Raekwon motherfucking Elliott. Excuse me, YouTube, because I know how it is with the cursing. Excuse me. But rest in peace to Stack Bundles and CHINX Santana. Vinyl, what's up, bro? Until next time, roll some, smoke some, share something like something. I'm out.